Did you know that lists and tuples can make your Python code faster and more efficient, but choosing the wrong one can slow you down? Welcome to the 7th episode of Python Beginner course. Today we are diving into lists and tuples, two essential data structures that every beginner must know. By end of this video, you'll understand how they work, their key differences, and when to use each one. Let's get started. Okay, imagine this. You're going grocery shopping and there's two main things you want to get. What do? You make a list. So, just like in real life, we also have lists in Python. So, what Python list does is basically you can use it to store multiple values in a single variable. For example, let's make a variable here, and you start the list by using a big bracket, and you store multiple values like this. Now this right here is a list. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the values are stored in a single variable, that is A. This is what you called a list. So let's go to computer screen and actually use the list in action. So let's make a list of the numbers 1 to 5. To do that, I will declare a variable to store the value, and we'll start the big bracket. Then we'll put all of our values separated by a comma. As you can see, just like this. We can also print this value. If you want to, we can just print A, and it will literally just print the list. Now let's try to understand what is an index in a list. So index basically means position of elements in a list. So imagine a list which has first three numbers, 1 to 3. So the position of 1, the value 1 will be 0, because index starts with 0. The value after that will have an incremented value, which will be 1. So it's 0, 1, 2, and so on, if the list continues, that is. Now, if I want the value 1, I can use the index to get the value 1. So if I wanted the value 1, what I can do is use this index. I can do A, bigger bracket, 0. If I do this, it will give me the value 1. Let's try it. So here, let's try to print the value 1 from this list. I can do A, bracket, 0. Since the index of 1 is 0, let's print this, and it will give me the 1. Similarly, I can print other values, like far away from here. Now, index starts from 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also do backwards. So if I wanted to print the value 5, we can do negative. So it will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. If I do -1 here, if I print this, it'll give me 1, which is A0. And A -1 will give me the last value of the list, which will be 5. Now, lists are mutable, meaning it can be modified. So I'll write here, mutable means modifiable. So we can modify our list however we want. So we can do A, let's say we have a list 1, 2, 3. If we wanted to insert the number 4 at the end of the list, we can use a predefined method in Python called append. So how to use it? So basically we can do A dot append the number we want to append, that is 4. And the new list should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it. Here we have the list, our predefined list, so I can close that. Let's do A dot append. Let's not append a number, let's append a string. So I'll append an apple. Let's print the updated list. As you can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's an apple. Same way, I can also remove this apple. If I do, now after printing this, I'll do a dot remove. I'll do apple and print a. If I do that, first it appended apple and printed it, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is our already put value in the list, and apple that we appended. Now after that, it removed apple from the list, and we again printed it, so we don't have apple here. Now likewise, let's say I want to insert some values at specific indexes of a list. So let's make a list first. This time we'll make a list of fruits. So apple, banana, there's cherry. So we have a list of apple, banana, and cherry. Let's say I want to insert guava at the index 1, which is the second position in the list. I can do that by using the method insert. So I can do a dot insert. First will be the position, the index, which you wanted to put the value. So here it's 1. Use comma and put the value. So we have guava. After that, let's print the list. And as you can see, the guava has been inserted. You can also use the pop method to actually remove the item from the list. The difference is that when you use the pop method, it actually removes the last item from the list. Let's see. So it should remove 5, as you can see here. Now let's move on to some other useful list methods. So the first I want to talk about is len, which returns the actual number of items in the list. In this list, we have total of 5 items. So it should return 5 when I do print len, and we'll pass the variable of the list. As you can see, it returns 5. Next one is reverse. So reverse method is used to reverse the list. So if I do a dot reverse here and print a, as you can see, it reverses the string. So lychee is at the first, guava is at the second, cherry is at the third, banana is fourth, and apple at the last. So it basically just reverses the list. Now the final list method that we'll learn in this video is the sort method. So sort method basically just sorts the list. So in this list, we already have a sorted list because I made it like that. But let's say we manually unsort it. I will put apple at the last and guava at the first. And I will just interchange banana and cherry. Like that. Put cherry here. Like that. And change it like that. So here we have an unsorted list. We can use a dot sort. And if we print a, so it will just basically sort the list by alphabetical order because we have a list of strings. As you can see, apple, banana, cherry, guava. It sorts it by alphabetical order. Now that was for the list of strings. What if we have a list of numbers? Let's say we have 2, 5, 7, 1, and 3. So here we have an unordered list of numbers. You can also use sort, and it will sort it by ascending order. If we print this, as you can see, it's sorted by ascending order. So that was it for the list. Let's move on to tuples. So tuples are basically similar to list in Python, but the main key difference is they cannot be changed, hence they are immutable. They cannot be modified or altered once declared. Now, to make tuples, we use parentheses, right? As for list, we use big bracket. For tuples, we use parentheses. So let's say A equals 1, 2, 3. So this right here is a list. So you cannot alter or modify a tuple. So there are only a couple of tuple methods that you can use. The first one is index method that returns the index of any specified characters. And another is count that tells you how many times a given value has been repeated in a tuple. So let's move on to VS Code and actually explore these tuple methods. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier is you can use the index method to actually check the index of a given value in list or a tuple. So let's first do with the list, because since I forgot, this is very important. So if I wanted the index of 2, what I can do is basically print a dot index, you use small bracket, and we can use like 2. So it should return 1. As you can see, it returns 1. So we can do the same with tuple. So let's convert this list into tuple by adding the parenthesis. Now this is a tuple, this is not a list. So you can check the index of a given value in a tuple or a list by using the indexed method. As you can see, it returns the index. Now another list method that I mentioned was how many times a given number has been repeated. We can check that by using the count method. So let's keep the 2 twice. There are 2 2's in the tuple. So if I do a dot count and give the value 2, I should say it has been repeated 2 times. Let's increase the number of 2's. There are 3 2's now. As you can see, it will return 3. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions regarding to this lesson, please leave them in the description box below, and I'll do my best to answer every single one of them. And please check out coding.com for more interactive courses, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.